Good morning. How are you today? Good to see you, both here in person and online. I'm Reverend Peter Farriday, UUCPA's interim minister for the next 2 years. My pronouns are he, him, and whatever your sexual orientation, gender identity, ethnicity, family makeup, etc., you are more than welcome here at the Unitarian Universalist Church of Palo Alto. May you find nourishment and inspiration for your journey. We express our mutual respect by supporting each other's decision about masking and other health measures. If you'd like a mask this morning and don't have one, please raise your hand and we will find you one. If you're new with us, we use these cards during the service to share joys and sorrows and concerns that may be on our hearts. And if you'd like to fill one out, you can always do that at the back table or here at the side table. And you're still welcome to do that now as we go through a few pre-service announcements. Please join family and friends in mourning the loss and celebrating the life of Jerry Strom, whose memorial service will be held on Saturday, January 10th at 10:30 a.m. here in the main hall and on Zoom. A lunch reception hosted by Jerry's family will follow at the University Club in Palo Alto. More details, including how to RSVP for the reception, will be posted on the UUCPA website. Also, I've learned that the dual service, memorial service for Kay and Byron Brown, it is not absolutely final yet, but if you want to tentatively hold a date, it's looking like it may be on January 11th after our regular service. And if that's the case, we will move second Sunday lunch to third Sunday that month. Reverend Cat and I share in our collective sorrow of that double loss for our community. After today's service, Spiritual Adventures in Parenting, the group for UUCPA people who have children from birth through high school meets from 11:45 to 12:45. Is it an hour, Matt? 11:45 to 12:45 in the fireside room, which is right there. If you haven't been there, please feel free to check it out. You're not obligated to stay, but you might find yourself wanting to. Also, the Empty Nest Parenting Group meets today at the same time in the library, which is across the patio in the back of the office building. A couple last things. Tonight at 7 p.m., don't forget that our winter solstice service happens right here and via Zoom. This time of meditative music and readings and even a little sound bath includes everyone lighting candles and, weather permitting, enjoying a Yule log outdoors. It's followed by finger food and with mulled wine and hot cider, and children are more than welcome. It will last less than an hour. Also, please plan to attend our Christmas Eve services this Wednesday at 6:30 and 8 o'clock. For while UUs don't celebrate Christmas in a religious sense or a theological sense, we certainly appreciate the spirit of the season and the love that comes with it. And it's a great time to invite family and friends who may not be familiar with Unitarian Universalism to come for an evening of music without the attendant dogma. And whether that time or any time, a gentle reminder to regulars to help make it easy for newcomers and visitors to find seats, especially on Christmas Eve, but it could be any time. Unless you really need to sit on an aisle for personal reasons, and if you do, that's fine. Just be aware that it's not always easy for people to feel like they can easily cross over you, so if you can scooch a little bit to the middle or close gaps, if you see people, especially groups more than two, looking for seats, just please be aware to close those gaps and give people an easier time of it. Thank you. You might even make a new friend that way if you scooch over. Finally, UUCPA Board President Mayo Suzuki has a brief but important request to communicate.
Good morning. Good morning. I just want to say I also share with the congregation that deep sense of loss at the passing of Kay and Byron Brown. And I also want to honor Kay's indomitable spirit and her no-nonsense approach to life by saying that we need your help in finding our next treasurer, a position that Kay held until very recently. If you or someone you know is passionate about finance and interested in sharing their time and talents with UUCPA, We want to know who that person is. Please reach out directly to Kevin Crane, our VP of Finance, at vpfinance@uucpa.org. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayo. Now on this first day of winter, shortest daylight, longest night, when we will share stories of darkness and light, I now invite you to close or lower your eyes and center yourself in your chair. Take a couple of deep breaths. Let your forehead relax, shoulders drop, abdomen soften. Let any mental chatter subside. Breathe again into your belly. And as mindfulness practice advises, be totally present to this moment. We gather, our different paths entwined, to deepen our spiritual lives, nourishing connection, learning from each other, caring for each other, tending to our world. As we follow the sound of the bell into silence, we allow ourselves to arrive here fully. Welcome.
Good morning. I'm the Reverend Kat Boyle. I am the Assistant Minister of Religious Education here at UUCPA, and my pronouns are she and hers. Each Sunday at Unitarian Universalist congregations, we all light a chalice. This is a symbol of our UU faith. Those online are invited to light a candle or a chalice with us, and today's words come from Lindsay Bates. To face a world's shadow, a chalice of light. To face the world's coldness, a chalice of warmth. To face the world's troubles and terrors, a chalice of courage. May its glow fill our spirits, our hearts, and our lives. Before we sing our opening song, I'll mention, since today's service differs from our usual format, Caring and sharing will come right after this. So folks online, you are welcome to prepare any messages right now. So with that, please rise now in body or spirit and come sing hymn number 346 in the gray hymnal. Come sing a song with me. The words are on the screen in the order of service, and in the teal hymnal, in the hymnal.
Just say sometimes the sorrow weighing on our hearts is the result of things we cannot control. Other times it stems from our own actions or inactions. We are human, we strive, and we go astray. And then we can find joy in noticing these moments and with compassion for ourselves, gently leading ourselves back to how we want to be. In silent prayer or meditation, let us now recommit ourselves to this path of healing and forgiveness, as well as hold all we have heard with compassion and care.
So throughout history, winter has been a time when we humans have been especially aware of our light situation, and the fact that yesterday at 4:30, I was like, it's so dark. I feel like I'm in a cave. So this time of year when the days are so short and the nights are so long, we feel like it's time to come together, to get cozy, to remember not only the light of the sun, but the light of our community, our existence, our lives together. So this morning we're going to be exploring 3 winter traditions, 3 different stories of darkness and light. One from in the tradition of the solstice, from a story from the Shinto religion in Japan, and then we're going to talk about Hanukkah. And then at last we'll have the chance to participate if you would like to, in the Christmas pageant. So these holidays, they all come from different faiths, different cultures, all across the world, but they hold the same message, and that is to remind us that darkness does not last forever, and that even the smallest little bit of light can bring that hope that we need to sustain us. So I hope you will join us tonight, even if it's a little rainy, for the winter solstice service on the patio. There we're gonna light some fires. Also in Japan, around this time of year, around closer to New Year's, they also light big fires because they want to celebrate the sun goddess. I'm gonna tell you the story of the sun goddess, and this is actually a story about how the sun disappeared. So Amaterasu, she was a beautiful, radiant sun goddess. So she was pretty blinged out in the sky world. She was radiant, and everybody really loved her because she kept the earth going and all the life that was sustaining them. But, Amaterasu, she wasn't the only goddess up there. She had siblings, and I don't know about you, sometimes I fight with my siblings. Anybody else? Oh, okay, you guys are all angels. But sometimes, you butt heads with your siblings, and it can be over something serious or it can be over something silly. We're not exactly sure what the context was here, but here's the basic story, is she hears her brother, Susanoo, and he's a god too. These deities, these godly siblings, they're always fighting. Doesn't matter what culture they're from. But she heard a big commotion from downstairs in the sky world, and she was like, oh no, I know exactly who that is. So she got her bow and arrow out, and she was ready when Susanoo came in the door, and she was ready to fight him, and he's like, hey, I'm not here to fight. I know that's what we usually do, but I'm just here to say goodbye before I go on a long journey. And she says, yeah, right, Susanoo. And then, needless to say, it falls apart into a fight. Just to sum it up, he broke her necklace, she broke his sword, there was a scruffle, there was lots of words exchanged, and then Susanoo leaves in a huff. He flies down to Japan in a rage and sees Amaterasu's sacred district and just tears it apart. He rips down the wallpaper. He's smearing cow poop all over the place. He even sets loose a wild horse through the temple. So obviously Amaterasu, being a goddess, she's not too happy about what her brother did. So she thought, I can't exist in this world where such cruelty is allowed. So Amaterasu, she descends from the sky kingdom all the way down to the earth, and she finds the deepest cave she can, and she goes in there and she seals herself away. And then the world goes completely dark. The sun is gone, it's cold, it's dark. Everybody's going, what is going on? Even the gods and the goddesses up in the heaven are like, oh, where's the light switch? Where's Amaterasu? So they're trying to figure out how to get the sun back. They even kick out her brother. That doesn't work. She still doesn't come back. They make this really elaborate plan. There's multiple steps. We won't go into all of it. But they decide, it involves chickens and roosters. They decide, we're going to get her out of the cave. We have to do whatever. And so this goddess comes up, and she's like, hi, I'm Ameno Utsume. I am known for my mirth. I'm known for being funny. I'm the class clown, and I can cut a rug. So just let me dance. Before she dances, though, she has this huge mirror, and she hangs it up on the tree behind her. Seems very strange, but I promise it'll be important. And then she starts cutting a rug. She's busting a move, and she's dancing so wildly, so crazily, that all the gods and the goddesses and even the animals start laughing and start cheering her on and just yeah, Ameno Utsume, you do it. Amaterasu is downstairs in her cave, and she hears all this ruckus, and it's getting louder and louder, and she's like, what is going on out there? I gotta go check this out. But she just goes to the top and peeks her eye out of the cave. And Amina Utsumi, because she's a goddess, I guess, she saw her eye and she caught Amataratsu's attention. And she's like, "Hey girl, what's up? I'm the new goddess now. If you have a problem with that, come out and fight me." A lot of drama. But Amaterasu wasn't taken in by her bait, because she saw her light reflected in that mirror. And she was aghast. And she said, "Who is that beautiful being?" And the gods and the goddesses look at each other, and then they look at her and they go, "Amaterasu, that's you. That's you in the full radiance of light." And I think that reminds us, sometimes when times are so hard and times are so dark, we forget our own internal light. We forget that we are radiant, that we have this source of light within us that can sustain us. And that's why it's up to all of us in these times of darkness to remind each other of that sacred light, of that love that we have within us. And so the story ends happily. She emerges from her cave in full radiance, and then the earth blossoms into the green world that we know it as today. So in the story that we just heard about Amaterasu, and how the goddesses and the gods work together to help her remember her internal power, her internal light, the beauty and the purpose within. So in this dark time, we gathered together to light candles, to light fires, to be cozy, to remind us that we are never alone in the dark. So let's sing a song right now about celebrating that darkness of wintertime, that opportunity to come together. And we're going to join in singing the winter solstice chant. This is number 1063 in the Teal hymnal. Please rise and body your spirit. And notice we changed some of the lyrics, one lyric to brother and sister to sibling to sibling. So please join in now in singing.
Our next story about light shining in the darkness is one in which we share about the ancient origins of the Jewish holiday of Hanukkah. Hanukkah is a story about hope shining when things feel bleak, about a small light that refuses to go out even when darkness seems to have won. A long, long time ago in the land of Israel, the most sacred place for the Jewish people was the temple in Jerusalem. The temple contained many beautiful objects, including a tall golden menorah, a special type of candle holder. Unlike menorahs of today, this one had 7 rather than 9 branches, and instead of being lit by candles or light bulbs, this menorah burned oil, probably olive oil. Every evening, oil would be poured into the little cups that sat on top of the menorah. The temple would be filled with shimmering light. At the time of the Hanukkah story, a mean king named Antiochus ruled over the land of Israel. "I don't like these Jewish people," declared Antiochus. "They are so different from me. I don't celebrate their Sabbath day or read their holy scripture they call the Torah, so why should they?" Antiochus made many new cruel rules. No more celebrating Sabbath, no more going to the temple, and no more Torah, he shouted. Now, we know that's mean and not right. But right now, you all agree with Antiochus. Because guess what? All of you are his army. And a few of you, especially the youngest people here, are his particularly mean guards. Let's hear you be mean, guards. Yeah. Antiochus told these guards to go into the temple and make a terrible mess. Go ahead, young guards, make a mess. A pretend mess. They brought mud, stones, and garbage into the temple. They broke furniture and knocked things down. They even smashed the jars of oil that were used to light the menorah. Antiochus and his soldiers made the Jews feel sad and angry. A Jewish leader named Judah Maccabee said, "We must stop Antiochus. We must think of ways to make him leave the land of Israel."
But at first, Judah's followers, called Maccabees, they were afraid. They yelled, "Antiochus has so many soldiers. I mean, listen to them when they all yell. Rah! There's so few of us. Well, there's so few of us. His soldiers, they carry such big weapons, and he has huge elephants to fight his battles. How can we Jews who don't have such a well-elephant, a weapon and an elephant, we don't have either of them. What can we do?"
When are we going to get one of those elephants? Yeah. Where are we
going to get it from?
If we think very hard and plan very carefully, we will still be able to defeat him.
It took a while. It took a long time. But at last, the Maccabees, they chased Antiochus and his army out of Israel. Get out!
You all act cowed. Because you've been chased out. As soon as Antiochus and his soldiers were gone, the Jewish people ran to Jerusalem to clean up their temple. What a mess. The beautiful menorah was gone, and the floor was covered with trash, broken furniture, and pieces of clay from the shattered jars of oil. But the Maccabees made a new menorah. At first, they worried that they would not be able to light it, but they searched and searched until at last they found one tiny jar of oil, enough to keep the menorah lit for just one evening. The Maccabees knew it would be many days before they could get more, but they lit the menorah anyway. To their amazement, the little jar of oil burned for 8 days. The Jewish people could not believe their good fortune. First, their small army had chased away Antiochus's big army, and now the little jar of oil had lasted for 8 whole days. The Jewish people prayed and thanked their God for these miraculous events. Today, every year during Hanukkah, Jews light menorahs for 8 days to remember this story of the Maccabees and the wonder of a tiny jar of oil extending its light for so long. Just as Kat spoke of earlier, the way our light can last and shine if we remember to let it. This year, Hanukkah began at sundown on December 14th and ends at sundown tomorrow. This is a menorah that Kat will show. made specifically to burn oil, though nowadays people mostly use candles. I guess this one is for candles. There's another one for oil that we have. But whatever is lit, it celebrates reclaiming light from darkness, in this case, the darkness of oppression. And it helps Jewish people and others remember that even in a great darkness, in times of trouble and despair, that light has power, that hope is ever present, that one single flame can illuminate the heart and urge our spirits to keep going through the long nights, or in this case, 8 nights. Let's celebrate this power right now by rising in body or in spirit again and singing hymn number 221 in the gray hymnal, Light One Candle, verses 1 and 3. 221 verses 1 and 3. The words are on screen and in your order of service. As part of Unitarian Universalism's free church tradition, this congregation is self-supporting, and thus we remain free to govern ourselves. In addition to their annual sustaining contributions, each week members and friends may choose to give an additional gift as witness that we are and shall remain a free faith. You can use cash or check or the QR code or text info in the order of service. Please give generously. Thank you. Thank you. We now tell a final story of light emerging from the depths of winter, which comes from the early Christian tradition. We will offer it with our own slant, shaped by the early Christian stories found in the Gospels of Matthew and Luke. Like the winter solstice itself, this is a story born in darkness, when the nights are long and the world feels heavy. Yet it carries a promise that light is returning. We will tell this as a story of freedom and liberation, where hope enters the world not with force, but as a still small light. And because we are universalists, this is a symbolic story whose hope does not belong to only a few, but to all people. A reminder that even in the deepest night, new light can be born and is meant for everyone.
So instead of just listening or watching the mythical story of the birth of Jesus, who grew up to be a great spiritual and cultural teacher, we are going to instead be able to be a part of the story. So at various points in the story, I will ask some of you if you will be willing to come up here and play some of the roles and play some of the parts of the characters. And you don't have to worry, there's no lines, no memorization. It's more of like an art piece. So when I ask for volunteers, if you want to be in the story, raise your hand and I will call on you. Then please walk up slowly and safely this way towards the aisle of the patio when you're walking up, and walk up the center aisle. This is just for safety concerns. And then when you come to get your costume, when I call on you, please come to the costume table and I will help you get in your character. And we'll put you in our growing, beautiful nativity tableau. Are we ready? Yeah,
Ready.
All right. Let's begin.
We begin quietly, so if you wish, close your eyes for a moment and transport yourself back to another time and another place. Imagine that a magical story is going to unfold before your very eyes, a brand new story you've never heard before. Imagine that after years and years of hearing stories about women and men bowing down before powerful kings and emperors and dictators and tyrants, you finally hear a story in which three powerful, wise people kneel down alongside some shepherds before one tiny newborn child. Imagine that after years of hearing story after story of telling of terrible wars, you are at last hearing the friendly story of a baby, the story of a humble carpenter and his wife, the baby that is born to them in a stable, shepherds in a starlit field who go to see the newborn child, and peaceful animals who gather round in the stable where the baby lies in the cow's feeding trough. Imagine that at last you are going to hear a story in which everyone is longing for peace on earth and goodwill to all persons everywhere. Imagine that after years of hearing stories about the results of hatred and oppression and persecutions, you finally are hearing a story about the transforming power of love. Now, if they're not already open, slowly open your eyes and listen and watch carefully.
To start this story, we are going to need someone to be Caesar Augustus, Emperor of Rome. So if you would like to be Caesar, I think Diana, all right. Oh,
Jan, there's someone behind you.
oh, sorry. I can get you to be. We have plenty of rules for everyone. And then I'll also need, let's see, so Caesar, here you go. And you can keep the laurel when you're done for your personal reason. So Caesar, if you would like to go up behind Peter by the Nazareth sign. All hail Caesar.
All hail Caesar. In those days long, long ago, a decree went out from the emperor, Caesar Augustus, saying all the world should be registered so they can pay taxes to me. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Nope.
Oh, wait. Now I need two people to be our foil to Caesar. One to be Joseph, who is a carpenter, and another to be Mary, who is engaged to Joseph. So, Jan, would you like to be Joseph or Mary? Mary. We are still looking for a Joseph. Oh, Rainey, would you like to be Joseph? All right, Rainey. Fabulous. The world's smallest Joseph.
Wait, don't, Jan. Not yet.
So we'll just because Rainey's here, we'll have them come up through this way. So Rainey, here we go. All right. So Rainey, you are going to go up with Jan. And so everyone, can we be we're on a starlit night, so could we all hold our hands up and shine some light for Mary and Joseph to find their way? Oh, thank you, lovely.
Their long donkey ride to Nazareth found a shortcut this time. All the people were required to go to the town where they had been born to register. For some people, that meant a long journey, or a short one in this case. Joseph, a carpenter, had to go all the way from the town of Nazareth in Galilee to Judea, to Bethlehem, the city of David. He went with Mary, the woman he was planning to marry, because she was expecting a child. When Mary and Joseph got to Bethlehem, they discovered that there was no room for them in the inn. Oh yeah, there's Asha/Jesus. That's the appearance. Hold it up. Yeah, that's the newborn that Elliot and Atul just had. So, anyway, they settled into the stable, cut into the side of a hill, and there they slept there among the animals. Because there was no room for them in the inn.
Yes. Yes, so now we need some animals for that inn. Okay, good. Okay, so we have cows, chickens, pigs. I need about 6 people. So if you would like to be an animal, please come up to the costume table. Yeah.
No, that's trouble. That's too much.
So we have a cow, we have chickens, we have a mouse, and we also have a camel.
You can be sort of non-binary.
We don't have a cat, sweetie. I'm sorry, but we have a mouse. Would you like to be a mouse? Would you like to be a mouse? Well, we don't have a cat.
You can be a chicken, Stephen. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you guys want to pick,
sheep?
you can be whatever animal we have, but we just don't have all of them. So we got some sheep. We got a mouse, a pig. Would you like to be a sheep, Margot? Or a camel? Or a chicken? There's also a pig nose. Or a cow. Yeah. Or if you want to be your own animal, if we don't have a mask for you and you want to be a cat, you can meow. Yeah? Okay. So why don't we gather? Because we got to get our animals up on stage. They have to join the story. Animals.
The gentle animals welcomed Mary and Joseph into the stable. And that very night, the time came for Mary to give birth. It was a stable, so when the baby was born. No, there's not. Sorry. Do you want to be a camel? Oh, yeah. Of course, there was no cradle for Mary to lay her baby in, but one of the cows was kind enough to lend her feeding trough for a cradle, and Mary and Joseph laid their new baby there among the hay in the feeding trough.
Okay.
Now we need some.
We're still having some decisions being made, but that's okay.
Shepherds.
We do need some shepherds to help with these sheep. So I will also need sheep for shepherds to watch. We do have some sheep left over too. And I also need people who are willing to be messengers of God, the God of the Israelites. So if you want to be a shepherd, Or a sheep, please come up this way. If you would like to be an angelic messenger, please come up this way. Thank you. Do you want to be a sheep, Margot?
Eloise,
Or a chicken?
does sheep make a noise?
Here's a shepherd.
Bah.
All right. Angel, are you an angel? Angel. 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 We'd like to be a shepherd. Here you go. Shepherd. Angel. Angels and shepherds. So if you are a shepherd, please come behind Peter. He's going to direct you. Are you, what would you like to be? Okay, I'm sorry.
You a shepherd?
Margot, do you want to go back? Okay. Okay, angels, please go behind to stand on the rafters behind thee.
I'll be a shepherd or an angel, whatever you got.
So we need some. I'm sorry, angels, please come down. You're not up there yet. I got too excited. All right, we are shepherds.
Angels can be a little presumptuous sometimes.
Thank you.
Do I get a cane?
Oh, we don't have any canes, so you can.
How about a hat?
Well, since we're under construction,
Yeah.
all right, since we're under construction,
Right.
so if you want to be a shepherd and you can go by your sheep.
Oh, the sheep.
Yep, there's the sheep.
There's a sheep.
Uh-huh.
Two other shepherds too.
You're a
Yeah.
shepherd too. You got these
Do we have anybody else who wants to be an angel or a shepherd?
slide in there.
Yes. So we have, if you would like to be a shepherd, we got 2 shepherds and many animals remaining if you want to be animals. We also have other roles coming up if you want to be a wise person very soon. Another sheep.
Oh, Sven. Sven, the flock's over here, bro. Okay. In that region, there were shepherds who lived for months at a time out in the fields, watching over their flocks of sheep by night. They had to watch over the sheep because there were wolves in the hills that would gladly eat a sheep if they could get one. Do I hear any wolves out there in the wilderness? Oh, yeah, good thing the sheep have shepherds, yeah. On this night, as the shepherds stood watch in their fields, an ethereal messenger from God, also known as an angel, stood before them. This angel was truly magnificent, androgynous, and the glory of the God of the Israelites shone around the shepherds. Not surprisingly, when the shepherds saw the messenger from God, they were terrified. But the angel spoke gently. Repeat after me, angel. Be not afraid.
We said no lines, so
Be not afraid.
be not afraid.
And then you don't have to say the rest of this. Just look heavenly and angelic.
Oh.
One of the angels said, "For I have appeared to you to bring good news of great joy to all the people of Israel. To you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, who is the Messiah. This will be a sign to you that you will find a child wrapped in strips of cloth and lying in a cow's feeding trough." We're going to need more angels?
I think we need a lot more angels.
Because we need a heavenly host. Who wants to
Do
be
you
part
know
of the
how much
heavenly
are in
host?
a heavenly host? A lot more than this. Yeah, so I think.
Oh,
could I
here
actually,
comes Beth's going to be a heavenly host.
Oh, fabulous. Well, could actually we ask the entire congregation if they would like?
Oh, that's right. Okay, great.
If you are willing and able to stand up or from your seat to face the shepherds and act like a glorious host of heavenly angels.
The shepherds are amazed. And one angel who had spoken went on to say, "Glory to God in the highest, and on earth let there be peace and goodwill among all people everywhere." And there was a whole host of angels singing and praising God. Hallelujah, Hosanna!
Hallelujah!
And the shepherds were amazed.
Wow, you guys are excellent stunners. Look at
Yeah.
those shepherds.
Upon hearing the message from their God and hearing the songs of the angel choir, the shepherds said to one another, "This is amazing. Let's go up to Bethlehem and actually see the baby the angel told us about." Being good shepherds who cared about their sheep, they brought the sheep along.
Where's the Uber when you need it?
And our host of angels can be seated.
You may be seated, hosts. Yes, thank you.
Ooh, my goodness.
3 magi.
So we need some wise people who are also royalty. So I think I have some royalty here lining up. So after you get your crowns, please walk to the back and come up the center aisle. So.
The center aisle is the magi on their journey from the east.
Right, here we go.
Do you
Would
hear?
you like
Are
a
there other
crown
animal
or a
noises
gift?
down there?
Right, Royal Magi.
Does that pig make it? Does that pig make a sound? Meow.
Royal
We got some
Magi
kitty
number
barn
3,
kitties.
thank-
Yeah.
Fran, would you like? Thank you. And I also need.
The
All
shep.
right. So after the Magi, you guys are ready. Please wait in the back of the
Hall.
The hall. I'm sorry for the door.
And the shepherds and sheep gathered around the feeding trough, admiring the baby. They praised their God for the wonder of this new birth, and they prayed and hoped that what the angel had said would come true, that there would be peace on earth and goodwill for all people, even for lowly shepherds. After Jesus was born in Bethlehem, 3 wise persons who were kings and queens from the far east came to Jerusalem. As these 3 wise persons journeyed their long, slow journey to Bethlehem, in this legend, it took them 12 days to get there, which is why we talk about the 12 days of Christmas. They noticed that their way was lit by a large and bright star. First, the wise persons went to visit King Herod.
I need somebody to be King Herod. Who wants to be an evil king? You want to turn into a king? Okay. The first transformation from cow to king. Whoosh, whoosh, the magic of Christmas.
I want to be a kitty queen.
Okay, yes, a kitty queen. Meow.
Karen, keep going.
So here is your gifts for the king. You don't want to show up with nothing.
First, the wise persons went to visit King Herod, and they asked, "Where is the child who has been born King of the Jews? For we observed the star in the skies, and we have come to praise him and bring him gifts." The 3 wise persons learned from King Herod about a prophecy which had been spoken long ago that the Messiah would be born in Bethlehem. So the wise persons set out for Bethlehem.
So you guys, if our wise people can walk
And as they walked, they saw ahead of them the star in the east. The wise persons followed the stars till it stopped over the stable where the newborn child and his parents were. Come on over. At least one of you come on over here.
And we don't have to kneel. We can just stand.
When the wise persons entered the stable and then saw the new baby, they were overwhelmed with joy at this new life. They knelt down to worship him, but you don't have to kneel. And they opened their bags and brought out gifts of gold, because the crowns of kings were made of gold, and frankincense and myrrh, because myrrh was what was put on the oil used to anoint kings.
And now we are done with our reenactment.
But don't go anywhere yet.
So everybody just freeze.
And I invite you... Here, look out front a little bit. There's a couple people. Take another picture, Greg.
So everybody, if you want to look out, want to meow.
I'm going to move.
Oh, so Rainy, just like take one picture, one last picture. 1, 2, 3. Wow! Meowie Christmas!
Wait, don't go anywhere.
Thank you.
That's a parent and website moment for the photography there. So look around at this scene. It is a holy night filled with stars and angels, shepherds and wise ones, animals and ordinary people gathered together. In the deepest darkness of winter, they stand shoulder to shoulder, drawn toward a single delicate light, a newborn child. Why would all these people linger so long to gaze upon a tiny baby? Because the birth of a child always carries wonder and hope. At the winter solstice, when the night is longest and the family and light feels scarce, even the smallest spark of light matters. For a people living under oppressive Roman rule, longing for freedom and justice, the birth of a child was filled with longing and possibility. A new baby means hope, a new baby means possibility, a new baby means a new future is at hand. It means the potential of liberation from this era's oppression and cruelty, and the hope that humanity can finally create a world of compassion and peace.
I can come get your
And so it is in our world today. When the world feels heavy or uncertain, we continue to look toward the future with hope. Every time a child is born, we are reminded that a new light enters the world again and again. Every time we tell these stories of finding light in the darkness, whether that be by a mirror and a funny dance, in a small amount of oil that somehow burns for 8 nights, or in the face of a child, we are called not only to marvel at the light, but to protect it, to hold one another close, to work for justice, and to help create a world where every child can grow in safety, dignity, and peace. We are the ones responsible for tending this light. We are the ones who must help make this world brighter for all the children who are born in it. Let us now thank our cast of characters. And as you return to your seats, let's all rise in body or in spirit and sing a song about this story. It came upon the midnight clear, number 244 in the gray hymnal. We'll just sing the first and the last verse, verses 1 and 4, number 244, and the words are on the screen.
As we extinguish our chalice for today, let us hold its spark in our hearts. The little fire of love, our mission, our community is a mischievous, bright spark, and it never really goes out. So please go out, shine a little, laugh a lot, and please remember that we are never truly alone. Till the next time we get to light this flame together.
Thank you to everyone involved in making today's service possible, including our pageant volunteers, worship tech team Jesse Schwab and Kevin Ma, and guest musician Larry Chin. Now, if you're online, please unmute yourself, turn on your video, and touch hands virtually. Those in person, please rise in body or in spirit, and hold hands if you're okay with that, and if you'd rather cross your hands over your heart to show that you're connected in spirit, that is just fine as we say our benediction together. Go out into the